It's time now for Media Watch. James Creedon joins us this evening. Hello to you, James. Lots of the focus on social media, obviously, about the elections in the US, and marked by good and bad news for Donald Trump today. Positive polls, as we heard from the Washington Post and ABC, but that's been tempered by news of his tax returns.
It has indeed. It's still the front page of the New York Times, the story on the top of the website. Donald Trump used legally dubious methods to avoid paying taxes. So that whole issue of his tax returns, which the Hillary Clinton campaign is really focusing on at every one of the three debates, it came up again and again and again. The only presidential candidate in history to have not filed his tax returns, and now it's getting more and more serious for him. Yet the poll results seem to be improving for him. I suppose a reflection more of Hillary Clinton suffering as a result of the email scandal and the FBI involvement in that. Wall Street extends losses on election jitters. Now, this is another poll again that indicates that investors have been cautious about taking large positions due to the mounting uncertainty about next week's election. And that's largely seen as an indicator that Donald Trump is being viewed as a real possibility and that he could, in fact, win. Now, if you look at CNBC.com, they're also talking about this. The stock market metric says the likely winner is Trump. Now, they spoke to Sam Stovall, who is the chief investment strategist, and he says going back to World War II, the S&P 500 performance between end of July and end of October has accurately predicted a challenger victory 86% of the time. So I suppose with just 1 week to go in such a close election, with so many issues coming up at the last minute, leaks about this and scandals about that, people are looking at these indicators to see...
They're grasping for any kind of anything to cling on to, and we have to be very careful with these polls. I mean, We've seen the track record of Brexit, parliamentary elections in the UK, and certainly with the Washington Post poll, we should stress this is one poll that has Trump just 1 point ahead.
That's right. When it's that close, it's really, I think these polls are not really giving any honest reflection. Yesterday, it was all about Halloween mask sales. Would they predict the election? And we had some other series of statistics since 1996. The candidate with the most Halloween mask sales won the election, etc., etc. I don't think these are very solid indicators, although perhaps the stock market is more reliable than Halloween masks.
Indeed. What we need is a psychic octopus, James. One of those to try and figure out who's going to win this election. Let's turn to Hillary Clinton now. She's been under fire since the FBI said they would reopen that investigation into her emails. She wants to get the focus off these emails, doesn't she, and onto Trump's alleged misogyny.
That's right. Now, there was an article that appeared in Time magazine. The author of the article is a scholar in women's issues and in particular language. And she is basically saying that the FBI chief, James Comey, is a bully of sorts. Hillary Clinton has been kept to a moral standard vis-a-vis her behaviour with the email server that other male candidates would not be held to. Is Donald Trump, Rudy Giuliani, is Chris Christie, Newt Gingrich and others, are they her moral superiors? They are bullies using gender discrimination to give a veneer of plausibility to their accusations. So she's saying actually behind this whole email gate there is a degree of misogyny. Now, unsurprisingly, on the pro-Trump websites such as Breitbart.com, they are attacking this, saying that the establishment media is declaring Clinton's email gate an attack on women and that it's just ludicrous. But actually Hillary Clinton, as the Huffington Post is pointing out, is really trying to get the issue back on Trump and his treatment of women, or his alleged treatment of women, and away from the emails. And she's meeting with Miss Universe Alicia Machado today, I believe, in a bid to keep the focus on that. OK, there's lots to focus on with this election, lots perhaps that people don't want to keep focusing on, but we will continue following that story and you'll continue looking at the social media for us. Thanks for that.